So hi guys, this is going to be video 4 in my series of videos to commemorate the 35th anniversary of Sport Aid and Run the World. I can't believe it's 35 years ago this week that the whole world ran for Africa. And because it was such an important event, I believe at a time before we had the internet, before we had mobile phones, before we had social media, and because 20 million people around the world all took part in it and really helped to affect the world in which they lived, I felt it was really important that we should try and remember it a little bit. So today is day 4 in my little video diary, and I'm going to read you an extract today from chapter 7 of my book, and it's called 100 Days. Now you've got a fucking show. For the first time in a while, I agreed with Bob. It was now a show. It was a great idea. An African runner, a torch of Africa, a message to the United Nations, a petition of blistered feet. The world does give a shit and it wants something to be done now. Importantly for me, Africa could now be seen to be really helping itself. You'll remember when I said at Live Aid, whilst I thought it was the greatest show on earth and the best thing I'd ever seen, it was still 2 concerts of superstars putting on an event for poor people in Africa who couldn't help themselves. But I really believed they could help themselves. And here was an opportunity for us to show that Africa could take a lead in a global event and could prove to the world that, given half a chance, it could help itself. So it was an important time and Band Aid was suddenly back on board, but there was another problem, a big problem. Another project was being organised for the same day, and it was announced during the Super Bowl 20, when more than 100 million Americans were watching. You're frigging joking me. Hands Across America was the brainchild of Ken Cragen, who had put together We Are the World. Following the record's success, Cragen trained his sights on a more ambitious task, forming a human chain across the United States of America to raise money for charity. Cragen and his team were billing Hands Across America as the largest participatory event in the history of the world. It was reported that sponsors, including Coca-Cola and Citibank, had already kicked in $8.5 million. And by contrast, I have fuck all. Hands, as it became known, assembled its stars. The event had 4 celebrity co-chairmen: Bill Cosby, Kenny Rogers, Lily Tomlin and Pete Rose. Hands Across America had just made its first big splash, with an advert featuring its theme song during the Super Bowl TV transmission. The ad drummed up huge publicity, but that didn't even begin to compare with what was to follow: a star-studded music video featuring the event's theme song. It was major competition, and it was impossible to compete with Coca-Cola's dollars and a homemade apple pie TV event, so I decided we shouldn't try. I couldn't change my date because of the UN Special Session on Africa. That was the only day I could deliver a petition of blistered feet to the policymakers that mattered. So I had to just get on with it.